What's good, brethren? Yes. Man, I was thinking about something, man. It just struck me. The American woman is in a very unique position. And I was thinking with regards to her leverage that she has as just being a woman here in America. And so for example, I look at an American woman like somebody who was born to rich parents, also known as a trust fund baby or a trust baby. And those people who are, born into money and stuff, they don't a lot of times have respect for money because they parents are rich and bought them this and that. They always might trade in the Lambo for a Bugatti. I had it 2 years already, so yeah, live in a $5 million house or whatever. So that's kind of those that have privilege are oblivious to the privilege that they have, right? Or something similar to that. So when you look at the American woman, she don't really have a concept of how privileged she is and how liberated she is and how free she is. And to a degree, I realize our privilege as men, American men, that privilege is realized because of the American dollar. We can leverage, it's all about power and leverage, and we can leverage the American dollar. Whereas number two, the woman can just leverage being born a female, period, point blank. Being born a female in America, she has hit the lottery. She doesn't have to be like a Filipino chick or variety of different foreign chicks who have to compete for regular dudes in their own countries who would be considered quote, quote, low income. Those regular dudes in their own countries are being competed for by decent looking women. But so she don't know, the American woman does not, just similarly as a trust fund baby, does not know, recognize, or even care about the struggle that the parents had to go through in order to acquire the wealth that they, as spoiled brats, sit back and just, chill. I want a Bugatti. I want a Porsche. I'm tired of the Porsche truck. I want a convertible. They don't even realize what the parents had to do in order to acquire all that wealth. All they know is gimme, 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 right? And you parallel that to the American woman. She knows is gimme, gimme, gimme. You better not spend any less than $200 on a freaking dinner date for me. But of course, the guy that she actually is sexually attracted to, she pay his bills and she will bring him food. She will bow down and give her same body to this dude for free because she actually is attracted to that dude. But the other dude, that dude got to pay money because she ain't interested. So that's just a spoiled brat construct that we have here in America. And that's what you're dealing with, a bunch of women who don't realize the leverage position. And really, real talk, why would they? They never had to compete primarily for men. Well, men have always just ran up to them, even if she's fat, overweight, receding hairline, weave. These are spoiled brats. These are trust fund babies. So she has the leverage of just simply being born a female in America. And she can recognize and realize that benefit throughout her entire, teen life, man. Because America, again, is a simp and whore production facility. And it produces a whole bunch of desperate simps, both high income and both in and out of jail, Pookie and Ray Ray, and everywhere in between. It formats men to be super desperate and like woman worshipers and stuff. And it format women who really don't bring much of anything to the table, and compared to women around the world, they bring like super zero. You know what I mean? Like real. They ain't in shape. They not feminine. They not competitive. They don't even have a concept of wanting to be a wife and raise children. They want to raise multiple dudes' kids and collect multiple child support pay. Like, these women is not even. But see, they don't even. These women are not even. They don't have to compete. They don't have no concept of competition. A lot of American women don't have a concept of competing for a man, bro. They laugh at that because they believe they're the table. But when you are born as like a trust fund baby, you live in a whole completely different dynamic from, reality. You know what I mean? You look at it like, oh, I just spent like, $2,000 a month on like, something fun, you know what I mean? Well, that might be somebody else's, your average person's, monthly income. Just, or a big chunk of their monthly income. And they just, play golf or something, or just went on a yacht ride and threw a few thousand in a weekend, just going, a couple of days on the yacht, you know what I mean? I ain't hating. I mean, but I hate the waste of money, but it just is what it is. They come from two different perspectives. And that's what I was just thinking about the American woman. Her perspective is that of a spoiled brat, man. Even if she's just a slouch and really low level, she's still going to have a high level of expectancy what a man's supposed to bring to her because she's been socially conditioned that she the prize and the man is her servant. And that's all she has experienced because she's like a trust fund baby. With a man, no, like I said, the woman really don't have to do self-evaluation and look in the mirror and stuff and understand that she does have to compete. It's not really even, she's never really faced with that unless maybe number one, she got to compete for like a dude who other women want here locally. Then she faced with competition, and if she really want to do, you know what I mean, then she go understand that, hey, you got to share, you know what I mean? But that's a super ultra dude, right? But a dude in another country could be a regular dude, but you know what I mean? But different women still gonna be competing for this quote regular dude. So she has a leverage here in America for the most part. Now, the only leverage I'm looking at is with men. I do reckon, like I said, I look in the mirror, I understand that as an American citizen, you have certain benefits. The ability to acquire dollar bills. As a man, you can leverage that. So it's kind of crazy, right? When you look at it, if you take a guy named Charlie and a guy named Charlie, a female named Megan, and Megan is a typical American woman, Charlie's a typical American man. Let's say you're both fives. Well, Megan's going to have a hell of a way better time here in America and easier life. She's going to be like a trust fund baby. And she's average in every way, right? But Charlie going to have a difficult time, man. Being an average dude, you're not you ain't no average dude in a foreign country. You're an average dude in America. So, he doesn't really have many leverage positions that he can play. Whereas a woman in America, Megan, she's a woman in America. Poof, that's it. She won the lottery. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. You got to be skilled in anything. You don't have to look pretty. You're a woman in America. That's it. So her leverage position, her trust fund, she can cash that out and realize that right here, right now. And, back to my other point, I mentioned one way that the woman in America finally realizes she got to compete and finally realizes what actual foreign women, they got to do, which is to bring something to the table. She realizes that when she's chasing after a dude that particularly she likes, now she's like, oh my God, I got to run after him. I got to chase after him. Well, welcome to what foreign women do all the time. And then number two, the second time that she will have a look in the mirror is when she takes herself over to another country and see what the competition in females look like and see how the lack of attention that she gonna get. Those two that's got to be like a super reverse culture shock, going from being a queen and having all these dudes running and thirsting after you to going to Europe, sitting on the beach, and no guys are looking at you, or like you're just another average, naked looking hoe. So what? To be obscure and to be not relevant. Welcome to the life of good looking foreign chicks. Well, until they come to America. See, so that's what I was thinking. Like, you look at, now back to what I was saying about Megan and Charlie. Megan, her trust fund, she realizes the benefits of that trust fund and she could spend the money right now. Why? Because the location, she's here in America. Whereas a man, Charlie, he make, let's say average dude, what was the average man make? About 40 million, what God, was it 40 million? $40,000 a year. I'll say $40 million a year. Sound like one of them delusional chicks. Oh yeah, average, 40 million. But anyways, the average dude, they say, make about $40,000 a year. So average Charlie, he got $40,000. And the benefit to being an American citizen is that the leverage and power of the US dollar. So he can realize that stuff. He can realize the power of, number one, being a man, a regular masculine dude, average, and making $40,000 US money. He can realize that only primarily when he leaves this country. You see what I mean? So we talking about trust funds. In parallel and as an example, the woman, she can leverage her trust fund inheritance by just being born a female and plopping her butt in America. How hard is that, right? No cooking skills, I don't cook, I don't clean. She don't got to do nothing, right? She just a kind of spoiled brat doing whatever she want to do. Whereas the average Charlie, making $40K a year, he's looked upon as like a nobody. So the only way leverage position primarily that Charlie can really have is if, of course he can level up, hit the gym, you know what I mean? And try to max out, you know what I mean? Which I agree with, do whatever you can to be the best version of yourself, if that's your thing. And number two, he can, in addition to that, improve his body, improve his mind and all of this, but also improve his location. And so when I look at Charlie, he take his 40K, been hitting the gym a little bit. He go to another country. Now he can realize his trust fund. You see what I mean? His quote, what women would maybe consider low income. He'll take that, go to another country, plug into a whole nother dynamic. You can live in some place for $150 a month, Airbnb $200-$300 a month, depending on where you go. Hotel stay. You can it's just the power of the dollar. You know what I mean? So it's some places where the locals make a total of like $4,200 a year, bro. Like, so you come with American dollars, you're able to leverage leverage the dollar while it still has power. I don't know how long it's going to be, but my point is, it's something I was thinking about primarily. That's like the only way that a man primarily, unless he is gifted with physical attributes, or he hit the gym and improved that way, or he's tall or so, you know what I mean? Or good, handsome looking. But other than that, man, we ain't talking about like super dude. We talking about average Charlie, man. Average Megan in America is going to have a hell of a way better time than average Charlie. Even if they both make 40K, they both average looking. Because America is set up to thirst trap men and make men weak. And women have this elevated sense of pride and strength, but it's all artificial and socially constructed. It's not based on merit. It's not based on accomplishment and achievement. Again, her sense of arrogance and pride, bro, it's like a trust fund baby receiving this money. You don't know you have done nothing to achieve this. This was given to you by your parents. You're basically part of the lucky sperm club, right? You would just, you didn't do nothing. You don't have, you were just hatched out of the right, vag. That's it. But that's how the American woman actually is situated. You know what I mean? She don't cook, she don't clean, she don't stay in shape. She don't care about like a family construct and structure. She don't care about none of that. And she don't have to care because this is America. Only time she got to care about that is when she go outside of America. Why would she? Because this is her queendom. You know what I mean? So, and then, so that's just what I was thinking about, man. The leverage, the trust fund, you know what I mean? The power position, how the woman really don't have a fire under her feet to have her to even, try to become better. Why would she? And that's what you're dealing with in America is basically a bunch of trust fund babies who got it gifted to them. And again, how she didn't have to achieve nothing. She don't even got skills like that, man. Cooking and cleaning and staying in shape. And if she isn't, going to the gym is to wear some tight prostitute clothes and bending over so she can get what? Get male attention. She good at being dressed and acting like a prostitute. She good at that, But how hard is that? Just wear tight stuff. Desperate American male simp trick dude's gonna run after you with dollar bills because you're thirst trapping Instagram posts. I mean, it ain't really hard. She got one trump card, and that's all she gotta do is wear some tight stuff. Simps will come. It is what it is. She just born into an environment just like a trust fund baby is born with all the goodies. All they got to do is walk and just exist. So that's something I was thinking about. The pride of these bitches, you know what I mean, is not merited. It's not, you haven't achieved nothing. You get a sense of pride and a sense of, like, damn, I did it. I overcame this. I accomplished this. I went through this difficult situation and the maze of life and, whatever. That's why a lot of us like video games, you know what I mean? Like, achievements and level up, you know what I mean? And different skins, you know what I mean? They give you a token that you have achieved this. Now you're at level, you know what I mean? Level 14 and, stuff like that. You achieve something, But what have these women achieved in life, bro? That's my main point is like, just as a trust fund baby was just squoze out of the womb of a rich mother, right? Just as a trust fund baby was just shot out of his mother, whose mother just happened to be rich. They could have been shot out of a poor woman's womb, right? But they rich by default, right? Similarly, that's the American woman. She's similarly in parallel when you look at it. She's rich by default. She's rich in her ability to be free, more liberated, more free than any other woman in the world. More bold, more proud, more bodacious, more physically violent up in dudes' faces. And men is reserved and can't really even check them like that. A woman can spit in a man's face, and if he body slammed abroad, then you use excessive force. Bruh. This is why I stay away from these masculine confrontational bitches, man. I try, man, but there's so many of them out here, bro. Because it's dangerous, man. You might get into a situation with these hoes and checking them, man. And you be like, look, that's why I be trying to be like low key, man, and just pivot and be aware, because a lot of these women, man, they don't like masculine men, bro. And I ain't talking about just some dude, hey, I'm tough. No, man, a masculine thinking brothers like us, man, they don't like us, bro. A lot of these women are masculine and they try to control and they see that you ain't all in their face and you ignoring them like you ain't shit. The reason I say that was some Jezebel that, I just ran into about 3 days ago. And I was like, wait a minute, this bro just tried to check me. Because I be trying to avoid them, but it's difficult when you're in these social situations, man. And so that kind of pissed me off. I had to check that bitch. But if you do, if you don't maneuver properly, you got to be cognizant of your environment. And we're in America, we're in an environment with a bunch of confrontational, masculine, mentally ill bitches, man, where zero really can happen to them, bro. But they like demons picking and at you, you know what I mean? And nibbling and poking at you. So when you turn around and smack this bitch, you know what I mean, after she been hitting you in the back of the head, just for example, of course, you know, not condoning violence, right? But look, I condone violent self-defense. Oh yeah. But figuratively speaking here, in this society, or even literally, if she, assaulting you, you expect her to just take it and walk away. You know what I mean? But that's the culture of America, man. It's really toxic, bro. And so that's just one of the ways that women in America can just be in super duper chill mode and not have to worry about consequences. It's just she's a spoiled brat here, man. She's a spoiled brat trust fund baby that won the freedom liberated genetic lottery here in America, bro. So that's what I was thinking about, man. And that pride gonna be broken, man. The pride is not based on accomplishment, bro. I keep mentioning that because when you look at a person that done went through something to accomplish something, well, I read a book that was talking about how that I forgot who it was. Might have been Robert Kiyosaki, but he was talking about. I don't know if it was him particularly, but basically it was like, yo, if I lost everything, I would know how to rebuild it faster than I did the first time. So, why? Because he did the work in order to get to the point to where he at now. And you look back and you say, oh, I would do things differently. Now I could shortcut that by doing this, But why? Because you went through the adversity of the experience and built yourself up. Well, parallel that, these bitches haven't went through nothing, bro. They were just born women in a culture that caters to bitches, and they just walk around being free, liberated hoes in a culture that co-signs you being a free, liberated hoe. Like, how hard is life? Like, if so, what I'm saying is the pride. Like I said with the Robert Kiyosaki example, at least his pride came from accomplishing something, going through some adversity and taking notes and say, oh man, I screwed up, but now if I do it differently, I can win. And you take confidence and I won't say pride, but you take confidence in that. But these women are they're artificially and socially constructed pride and confidence given to them. Like trust fund babies have money given to them. So what's going to happen when the woman's link to American society and all the ease of life? I don't think women have ever been at this level of ease in the history of mankind, bro. Like, even women, even different cultures, even white cultures and Greeks and Romans, at least they had their women, as I understand, in check for more period, at least it wasn't like it is now. But man, with social media and it's just like it's on another level, man. So my point is this: not trying to be too long-winded, man, but I think a great humbling is coming to a lot of these chicks, man, because they don't have the skills to survive. They only have the skills to thrive. They have the skills to thrive in a system that's already set up for them, where they don't have to go through adversity. The adversity of, for example, competing for an average regular dude, like a foreign chick does with her foreign dude. These women don't compete for men, except for the exceptional, super high level dudes and stuff. But even guess what? After they get in a relationship with those dudes, they get tired of them too. Remember Stephen Curry's wife? Wanted more attention. You married to Steph Curry, bro. That's your accomplishment in life. Take the W and shut up. You know what I mean? But when the people spoiled, man, and they don't understand the struggle, they don't appreciate, they don't appreciate accomplishing nothing, man, because they ain't with it no difficulty. And that's the main thought I want to cover in this video, is that the American woman, Megan, don't have the real understanding of building wealth. She only got the concept of existing as a wealthy person. You know what I mean? That's the American woman, you know, shown by the person of Megan. You know what I mean? She ain't really had to earn nothing, build nothing, compete for nothing, bro. And when you look at that mentality, hopefully this helps you to understand these American women better. She come from the perspective, gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm better than you. I don't have to do nothing for it. Bring something to the table. I am the table. And you think about why this pride would be so high. Why? And then you gotta ask yourself, why wouldn't it be high? Nothing is required of this woman, bro. Since she's been in her teens, it's been a cakewalk, bro. The concept of difficulty and I know some chicks out there and all that, but in general, man, it's easy mode for chicks here in America, bro. So a great humbling gonna come to these chicks, man. Trump, your homeboy Trump looking like he doing a flippy dip, the okie doke. I don't want any more wars. And now he talking big war talk. Well, wait a minute, bro. You ran on anti-war. That's what I said, man. You can't trust these freaking politicians. And this dude ain't my freaking savior, bro. This just another politician and businessman, white dude talking about this and that, man. This dude ain't my savior, bro. But I assumed, I said, out of the better of two evils, it would be him. I didn't vote for him either, but anyways, if he get in there and do the same stuff that Biden was doing, man, this country's cooked, bro. It seemed like it's a smidgen. It seemed like he ain't gonna, push war like that. But I don't know about that. I'm not holding my breath on that, bro. And so what these bras gonna do when a great humbling come into America like that? And that's where I perceive this stuff going, man. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. My thought process is on the that whole concept of the trust fund baby. Parallel that to your average American Megan American chick, man. You know what I mean? Easy life, man. Easy work, no work. So anyways, brothers, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to. And feel free to support the channel using the Cash App in the description. Much respect to you, brothers. Peace.